So you clicked on this video because you want to know the top 5 reasons not to move to Loudoun County in the winter. Well, stay tuned because we're going to break it down for you. Hi, my name is Griffin. I'm with Loudoun Living at Pearson Realty. I help lots of clients every year with buying and selling in the Northern Virginia, Loudoun County area, and I help a lot of clients who are relocating to the area. So if you're relocating to Northern Virginia or Loudoun County, this is a great video for you to watch. I also run a very popular moms group called the Loudoun Moms. Again, if you're relocating to the area, great group to join because you'll get lots of great information all about Loudoun County and Northern Virginia. So top 5 reasons why you don't want to move here in the winter. If you know me, I'm from California and I really hate the winter. So these are really my personal reasons why not to move here in the winter time. So number 1 is if you are like me and you like warm weather, it's not the place for you. We get all 4 seasons. So we have a spring, we have a summer that's warm, we have a fall that could be hit or miss, and then we get winter. And winter can be a totally mixed bag of rain, lots of wind. Did I say wind? Ice storms, those are fun, and snow. So we get a whole gamut of things. And if you want warm weather or maybe just a little bit more of a consistent weather all year round, Northern Virginia and Loudoun County is not your place because we definitely get all 4 seasons. Number 2 is when you move here, gonna be a little out of expense because you have to buy winter gear. Yes. Winter outerwear is so important, especially if you have little ones and they're going to the bus stop every day. Highly recommend it. When we first moved here, I was like, I don't need to buy boots and warmer stuff. I'll just suck it up with my lighter coat from California. No, definitely want to visit, like your North Face store, Columbia, all those places. You want a heavy winter coat that's waterproof. So those days when you're staying at the bus stop and like today, and it was in the 20s, but with the wind, it really was like in the teens or maybe even the single digits. You're gonna want that. You're gonna want all the gloves, all the hats, and boots. I live, and if I'm not showing houses with clients, I am living in my furry Ugg boots, and I have thick socks on with them because my feet are always cold. So, and if I'm out showing houses, again, I'm wearing boots in the winter, and they're always, a little bit dressier, but my feet are always freezing. So definitely when you move here, there's gonna be expense. You need the outerwear and you need multiple coats because our weather here, Mother Nature just is a little bit, like I said, like a mixed bag. She can't ever decide what she wants. So you have to have kind of a winter coat and then like a winter coat. And then you need just like a raincoat because it might be like 70 degrees, but pouring down rain, and an umbrella is just not gonna cut it. So definitely when you move here, invest in some really good and warm outerwear. Number 3 is a big pet peeve of mine. So I'm from Northern California, and when you would go up to the snow, you'd put chains on your car and they would, Caltrans would like plow the roads, right? Here, they put down this salty brine stuff, right? Yeah, a brine, kind of like what you would soak a turkey in, right? I'm sure it's a little bit different than that, but it's like a salty brine. So if like today, they thought that we might get a little bit of like an ice or a quick little snow flurry, they put on the street so the road doesn't freeze over. Well, it gets all over your car. And then if it does get kind of wet and snowy, then it's kicked up on your windshield. You're constantly like washing it off. And so it makes your car a mess. And nothing's better than having the kids walk through a parking lot that's been brined or yourself, and then it's like all in your car. So definitely a little like asterisk, and I didn't include this in this little bonus for you. Get the all-weather mats. You will thank me later. Your car will thank you. You need all-weather mats. But this brine is just horrible. And the other thing is we do plow the roads. So VDOT does an amazing job, especially all the main thoroughfares like Route 7, Route 28, 267, all those places, they just are constantly plowing. But the side streets tend to take a little bit more time. So if you're not off a major road for your community or where you live, then you might have to wait a little bit of time for plowing. Likewise, if your HOA owns the street you're on, like most townhomes or condo communities, some single families, same way, you have to wait for their contractor to get there. And typically their contractor's also working for the state plowing. So it could take some time. So definitely having to wait for plows, or wait for your shopping. If you have to go to a shopping center or something and they haven't done a good job of plowing or clearing, trying to navigate that is always fun. And the brine, you definitely need to invest in a car wash, like punch card or like a monthly service where you can just keep going through as many times as you need, because you're definitely going to need your car wash a million times in the winter to get that brine off of it. Number 4 is the dryness of the air. Like, I can't even tell you, because we're running our heat all the time. Like, we keep our house between 70 and 72. It's always so dry. So definitely make sure your house has like a humidifier in there, because your skin gets really itchy. My kids always are getting bloody noses and things like that. Until we installed the humidifier, it kind of has helped, but everyone's always got chapped lips and their skin is just really dry. Our hair gets really staticky. So you definitely are always running the heat, because it's always cold, it's always windy, and your skin just kind of takes a beating. So definitely invest in something that'll kind of keep some moisture in your air in your home, because it will definitely, the dry heat being run all the time will definitely have an impact on your hair, your skin, you know, your lips, your nails, all those things, because it's just so dry with the heater running all the time. And number 5 is delays in school. So where Loudoun County is it's really got a couple different areas. And so Western Loudoun tends to get really beat up with like snow and ice and things, because it's a little bit higher elevation, versus like where I am, closer to Dulles Airport, maybe we don't get as much, we're just not as high and don't, get beat up as much with the weather. So be prepared. Like, there'll be some 2-hour delays, school will be canceled. You won't have snow when you tell your kids you have a snow day, but maybe your friends up in Western Loudoun have snow. So definitely be prepared for those like school delays. It's gonna happen, and just kind of know. I will say the school district is really good about making sure that they let us know kind of the night before, or really, really early in the morning. You get those phone calls and text messages, and then they're just popping up all the time. But definitely school delays, school cancellations in the winter are a big thing. And a lot of times we'll get just not even snow. We'll get these fabulous things called ice storms, where the rain is so cold that it like sticks to everything. You have icicles everywhere, and you can't open your car door. So you really want to have a garage here to put your car in, because you can't even open up your handle because it's like frozen shut. Your front doors can be frozen shut. Showing houses is fun, because those lock boxes are frozen shut or don't want to work. Or sometimes people have those punch locks on their house, and those things are frozen or not working, because if it gets below a certain temperature, they're not happy. So definitely like school delays and these ice storms and things like that are one of the biggest things that happens here that can really kind of mess things up for the winter, makes everyone kind of wishing for spring to come. So these are my top 5 reasons why you don't want to move to Loudoun County in the winter. We have 4 seasons. You need to buy outerwear. That brine on the roads and all over your car and in your car and all over the house and everything. It is super dry here because you're running the heater all the time. And number 5 is like school delays because of random ice storms and things like that. If you're thinking about buying or selling in the Northern Virginia, Loudoun County area, I'd love to be a resource for you. My phone number is 571-354-7325. My email address is below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, so that way you don't miss any of the content that we're pushing out all about relocating, moving, buying, and selling here in the Loudoun County and Northern Virginia area.